I'm Carmen,
Hi, I'm Shireen.
and we are Year 1 Extra Science students from Harvard University, Malaysia. The main topic of our video will be on coordinate geometry. Before we proceed, don't forget to give thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
These are the topics we will be talking about today. The first topic is about distance between 2 points. First, we will be talking about Pythagoras theorem. The equation of Pythagoras theorem is c squared equals to a squared plus b squared. As you can see from the triangle, c is the hypotenuse, which is the longest line and opposite to the right triangle. We can derive the equation with c as the subject, which is c equals to the square root of a squared plus b squared. With this formula, we are able to find the distance between 2 points.
Here, we'll be looking at the first example, which is to find the distance between point A with the coordinates of 1, 2 and point B with the coordinates of 4, 6. Now, we look at the solution of this example. Since point A and point C have the same y coordinates, hence the distance between A and C will be the difference between their x coordinates, which is 4 minus 1 equals to 3 units. Point B and point C have the same x coordinates, hence the distance between B and C is the difference between their y coordinates, which is 6 minus 2 equals to 4 units. By applying the Pythagoras theorem, we can find the length of AB from the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. The length of AB is 5 units.
The next topic is about division of a line segment. In geometry, midpoint is the middle point of a line segment. To find a midpoint between 2 points, we can use the formula x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Now, we look at example 2. Given that point C with the coordinates of 2, 5 is the midpoint of point B with the coordinate of h, 3 and point D with coordinate of -4, k. Find the values of h and k. We can apply the midpoint formula to find the solution. We add up the x coordinates of B and D divided by 2 equals to the x coordinate of C, which is -4 plus h divided by 2 equals to 2. And we find that h equals to 4. Next, we add up the y coordinates of B and D divided by 2 equals to the y coordinate of C, which is k plus 3 divided by 2 equals to 5. And the answer to the value of k is 7.
Now, we'll be looking at the division of line segment in the ratio of n to n. The formula of the point that divides the line segment in the ratio of n to n is mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. For example 3, we have to find the coordinates of a point P that divides the straight line that joins point A with the coordinates of -6, 10 and point B with the coordinates of 4, -5 in the ratio of 2 to 3. Letting n be 2 and n be 3 and substitute A as x2 and y2 and b as x1 and y1 into the formula of the division of line segment in the ratio of n to n. We can find the coordinate of P, which is -2, 4.
The next topic we will be discussing is the equation on a straight line. First, we will be talking about x-intercept and y-intercept. X-intercept is the point where a graph intersects the x-axis. Y-intercept is the point that passes through the y-axis. Next, the gradient of a straight line is show how steep a straight line is. Note that a gradient is usually denoted with the letter m. We can find the gradient of a straight line with the formula m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Since we know that the coordinates of x-intercept and x, 0 and the coordinate of a y-intercept is 0, y. So, we can derive the gradient formula by dividing the negative of y-intercept to x-intercept.
There are three different ways to express the equation of a straight line. The first way is to express it in its general form, which is ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are constants. The second way to express an equation of a straight line is by its gradient form. The equation is y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. The third way to express an equation of a straight line is by its intercept form. The equation is x over a plus y over b equals to 1, where a is the x-intercept and b is the y-intercept. For example 4, we are asked to find the equation of a straight line which has the gradient of -3 and passes through the midpoint of the line that passes through point A, which is 1, 4, and point B, which is 7, -2. First, we find the midpoint of A and B, which is 4, 1, by using the midpoint formula. Next, we find the equation of a straight line which has the gradient of -3 and passes through 4, 1. We substitute the values of coordinate 4, 1 and the gradient -3 into the gradient formula. In the end, we can express the equation in gradient form, which is y equals -3x plus 13, or in its general form, which is 3x plus y minus 13 equals to 0.
The last topic we will be discussing is parallel and perpendicular lines. When the two lines are parallel, they have the same gradient. From the diagram, we know that line 1 and line 2 have the same angle. This means that they are parallel lines, hence their gradients are equal. We know that m1 equals to m2. When the two lines are perpendicular to each other, then the product of their gradient is -1. If the product of line A and line B are -1, so they are perpendicular to each other. From the diagram, we know that MA multiplied with MB equals to -1.
For example 5, we are given that the straight line y equals tx minus 9 and y equals 2x plus 3 are perpendicular to each other. To find the value of t, we need to know that the gradient of the equation y equals 2x plus 3 is 2, and the gradient for the equation y equals tx minus 9 is t. We know that when the gradients of two perpendicular lines multiply, it is equal to -1. Hence, multiplying 2 and t equals to -1, we can find that t is equal to -1 over 2. This is the end of our video. Hope that you find this video helpful. Thank you.